Okay. No, it wouldn't. It was being a pain. Would not connect. Do. Cricket.
You live?
Yeah. Oh, Cricket's over 1,000 now. All right, antics. Do.
Going to bed.
You going to bed?
Yeah.
All right, babe.
Good night.
Good night. Love you.
Love you. Where's that Momo? I think she's out.
Yeah, I think she's in the living room. Turn it. Okay, it's on normal speed. Oh, yeah, it was being a pain. Would not connect. Oh, I'm listening to antics tonight. There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm starting the bucket hat for Minnie. Oh my goodness. Well, you get to hang out with me for a little bit. That'll help. Oh, I'm starting the bucket hat for Minnie. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to have, there we go. Hey, Tracy. Um, it's going to have a slightly different pattern, so it's not quite so hot. And maybe she'll be able to wear it a little bit more. Oh, yeah, the other one. Speaking of, there she is. Hey, Minnie. Oh, okay. Hey, Mark. Minnie, I'm starting your hat. It's going to be slightly different than the other one with double crochets, which gives you more space between the stitches. And then it's going to have some mesh basically around the body of it. So you'll be able to wear it a little bit more, not just in the wintertime. I don't charge for this stuff. If you'd like to make a donation towards shipping costs or supplies, that's great. I got a couple of different options on Linktree, but I don't expect payment for this stuff. This is tedious stuff that keeps me busy. Payment. Oh, yeah. Hey, Eric. That's to be expected. And Eric. Hey. Um, yeah, it's slows down, tends to slow down a bit. Just making sure I have this stitch count right. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Yeah, I would volunteer if I could do too. Unfortunately, I'm a little too far away. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's out in the living room. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get some more volunteers. Um, you're not a member anymore for some reason, Tracy. Hey, Antics. Next two. Okay. Oh, good. That's a lot. That is a lot, Minnie. Oh, thank you. Eric. Oh, okay. You were on the wrong account. Gotcha. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. All right. Hang on. Not paying attention. Okay. Two, one, one. Okay. I appreciate that, Eric. All right. So I'm starting on the. Yeah. We just we get used to it. Okay. Still, the whole thing is still heartbreaking, no matter what. So, kids are in bed. It's confirmed. I got all the appointments worked around and changed. Um, so all is set. We're going back to Vegas next month. All right, Tracy. So we're heading back next month. Eric, thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. Lawsuits about what? Oh, Lord. What did Papa do now? Are you kidding? Oh, oh, not single crochet, double crochet. I bet Sunrise was not happy. Oh my God. Mhm. That's terrible. That's terrible. Actually, it's about a medium size, and it's not a chopstick. All right, those two. I'm making a bucket hat. Oh my goodness. Eric, thank you. Thank you. All right, let me double check my stitch count. Okay. There we go. 48. I know, we're making it rain. For a beginner, your basic granny square. Your basic granny square. It is the most basic of projects. It can be made into bags, hats, um, blankets, shawls. I mean, your basic granny square pattern can be made into so many different things. Eric, it's not. No, the easiest way to think about crochet is it is simply a series of slip knots. That's it. It is simply a series of slip knots. It just depends on how you wrap the yarn and how you manipulate the yarn, but it's all simply a series of slip knots. All right, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4. Number 5. Next 3. Yeah, this is true too, Tracy. So see, I just wrap the yarn, which is called a yarn over because we're putting the yarn over the hook, yarn over, bringing the yarn from under and wrapping it over the top. That's called a yarn under. So yarn over, through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two, pull through two. That's a double crochet. So yeah, it's crochet. If you think about it simply as a series of slip knots, it takes some of that intimidation out of your head. Three. No, three. Oh, dropped a couple strands on that one. There we go. Oh my goodness, Eric. Tracy, I think I've got in my crochet playlist, I think it was a basic granny square that I did. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it was a basic granny square that I did. Playlist, crochet class. And how to, yeah, oh, it wasn't a basic granny square, but crochet class number 7. Yeah, crochet class number 7 is learning to read patterns, but that's where we do a basic granny square. Go get some sleep, honey. Big hugs, my dear. Things will get easier. Just give it some time. All right, Eric. We'll see you later, honey. Get some rest. Yeah, granny square is a really simple, very repetitive pattern, and it's a great starter for somebody getting into granny squares, or into crochet, I should say. One, two, three. Yeah, it's literally a series of threes, 3 double crochet, 3 chain stitches. It's just how you put them together that make the square. And when I teach kids, when I teach others how to crochet, that's actually one of the first projects I have them do. it's so repetitive. You don't have to keep looking back at the pattern. You can just focus on your stitches. One, two, three. Two years? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Please tell me that the owner was still brushing it even though it hadn't been professionally groomed. Please tell me it was not a carpet. Oh my God. It was a carpet. Okay. For those who don't know, in the grooming industry, when we get a dog in that is so matted that the coat, we have to literally take it to the skin, and the coat literally comes off in um, usually either a full pelt or massive chunks and parts, and like the first half of the body, or like the back and sides come off all in one piece, things like that. Please tell me y'all educated them and how dangerous that is for a dog. So yeah, that's what we call a carpet. It literally comes off in one piece. Oh my God. Yep. Oh. Yep. That's it literally comes off like wool. And it puts so much stress on our clippers doing that and our blades. But when it's that matted, there's literally that is literally the safest option. Oh my God. That poor baby. Oh my God. Was it a white poodle? Oh my God. They didn't even do sanitary trims on. Oh my God. Okay. The reason why that is dangerous is because um, if the hair overgrows and mats around the groin area and rear end, it can get. Oh, I believe it, Tracy. I absolutely believe it. Um, the hair can trap moisture, causing hot spots because that's really delicate skin in that area. It can also trap urine, brown and white. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's better than solid white. Um, hopefully it's got because it's got more color in the coat. Hopefully it's got more color in the skin, more pigment in the skin. Um, oh my God. So when the groin area is matted that badly, it can trap urine. Urine can actually cause severe skin burns on top of the potential for hot spots and stuff like that. Um, Feces can also do the same thing when it gets caught up and matted up in the hair. Um, it can cause feces burns to the skin. So if you're not gonna, or you should maintain the coat, but if you get to this point, at least sanitary trims, so you can limit the possibility of feces and urine burns. Oh yeah, I bet he was sweet. He probably felt amazing afterwards. I can't. I can't. He probably felt amazing. Please tell me you guys talked to the owners about the dangers of him being matted. Oh my God. See, and that's an issue right there too. You can get parasites and not even know it. Oh, thank God. Are they going to keep up on it now? I hope so. Because matting can hide so many issues. It can be. It can also be just pure ignorance. They just don't realize they're just not educated. Hopefully this was a wake-up call. It is very painful. So this is the example that I use for my clients. When the dog gets matted, when the hair gets matted, it's not like dreads, okay? Um, it literally, let me turn my hand, it literally pulls the skin. So see how I get that wrinkle in the back of my hand? That's what it does to the skin. And because the tension on the skin, it's not getting proper blood flow. So the hair is not getting the nutrients. The skin, yeah, see, and that, unfortunately, I find that a lot. They just don't realize the dangers of being matted. It can also mat like in the movement in armpits and the legs. Say we got a mat right here, it actually pulls that skin and reduces movement. Um, on the ears, when the ear hair is so matted that you just have to take it off in one piece. What that does, because that tension and restriction of blood flow on the skin, um, what it does is once we release that by taking that matting off, the blood rushes back to the ear flap. And in some cases, it can be so much pressure from the blood flow returning properly that you can actually have ear flaps um, start bleeding and not even have cut an ear, but it's just that pressure of all that blood flow coming back to the ear flap. It can actually seep through. It will bruise the ear tips, the ear flap, the tip of the ear, and that pressure can actually make the blood seep through the skin. Surface brushing. Yeah, no, with that curly coat, you got to lift the hair and get a good slicker brush in there from the skin out. Make sure you get that, lift the hair backwards with one hand and brush from the skin out to make sure you're separating it. More than likely, surface brushing. And all surface brushing will do, if they get tangles and knots and mats, all that does is push it further to the skin, making it worse. Yep. Washing and not brushing thoroughly, that'll do it too. Hey, Lydia. Yeah, you really got to get in there when you're brushing them out and make sure you're lifting the coat and brushing with a good brush. It doesn't have to be expensive, just good. And lift, literally take, okay, so this is the leg, this is the foot, this is the leg. Lift the hair backwards so you see the natural part in the hair, and you brush from the skin out, completely separating the hair. And what you're doing a lot of things all at once when you brush in that method, because you're separating the hair, making sure there's no knots, tangles, anything like that. You're also brushing out any dirt, dander, debris, keeping them clean longer. You're also you're stimulating the skin because you're reaching the skin. So you're stimulating the skin, bringing blood flow to the skin. Just, bringing nutrients from the blood to the skin, ensuring better health for its skin and coat. You're also, just like with people, we start at the end of the hair, work our way to the scalp, and then brush from the scalp out to not, distribute the natural oils from the skin to naturally hydrate and moisturize our hair. It's the same for them. So yeah, yeah, it's not, especially a standard poodle, it's not always easy, trust me. And if you need help, by all means, find a good groomer that will help you. I really hope she sticks up to it. There's so many things that matting can hide. Um, Parasites, injuries. Matting can cause hot spots. It can cause, urine and feces burns. Um, it can cause all kinds of stuff. It can hide tumors. I mean, yeah, it can hide skin tags, warts, which on poodles are extremely common. Poodles and doodles, because they're half poodle. Skin tags, bumps, warts, matting hides all of that stuff. Another reason for brushing in the method that I use is, um, if they have any of that, or they start developing any of those skin tags or bumps, fatty tumors or anything like that, you can monitor because you can actually see all the way to the skin. I really hope she keeps up on it. I know it's not easy. Hey Tracy. I don't know if that method is got a name. It's just um, the shop that I worked at in Florida. We had a lot of show dogs or retired show dogs, and that was the method. Oh, I would not be amazed. I'm sure others would, but I wouldn't. Um, I don't remember ever having a name for that specific method. It was just the method that they used because in Florida we have year-round fleas and ticks. So it was one way, that we could make sure that. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. When I was in Florida, I had one dog that was matted so badly. If you have a light stomach, turn the volume down for about 3 seconds. I had one dog that was so matted, it was covered in hot spots and and as I'm shaving it, I've got maggots falling off of it. Talk about in tears. So yeah, I would not be surprised at all. I'm sorry you have to go through that, Lydia. Yeah, I was absolutely in tears as I'm shaving this dog down. It was bad. It was real bad. And being in Florida, it's constant humidity and afternoon showers you could set your clocks by. So the hot spots weren't surprising. The critters were. The critters were. Stitches. Yeah, no, it's that I don't tolerate that nonsense. Why am I chaining? I don't need to chain. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I won't put up with that kind of nonsense. He's been looped out of here. Yeah, he's been booped out of here, so. Three, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not okay. Not okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2 on this one. Yeah. Three, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, no, he's been looped right on out of here. Yeah, Whack-A-Troll is a fun game, I'm telling you. Four, 2. Secondary and backup accounts. Yeah, like I have. Um, no, I never promised I would make one. Brad, don't even. No, I never. Because to make it functional, I'd need measurements, and that is not a measurement I want from you. How are you, darling? Now, this is actually the bucket hat that Minnie requested. Right, Tracy? That is a measurement I do not want. I'm good. I will so pass. I don't need that measurement. I am good. Nope, nope. I'm good, Brad. I'm good. I will pass. I will pass. Thank you. I don't need that imagery. I'm good. That right, Tracy? No, no. Good. I'm so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So around 7. Oh, size. What size? I'm doing that size, the average woman's size. So I don't need any. You know what? Let me highlight that. All right, pink will be that, and blue will be that. So okay. Oh, that's good. All right. 78. Oh, okay. That's, sorry, give me a second, guys. So a lot of times when we have different sizes and things, they'll put the stitch count at the end of the row to tell you, like, this is the smaller size, this is the medium size, this is the large size. So I'm just going through and marking it. So which size is which? Okay. All right, got that. Yeah, when you're working in a pattern that has different stitch counts for different sizes, that's a good idea. So you can just go through the pattern and follow the color count that you need. All right, so one in each. Yes, that's always a good idea. Ah, sorry, gotta stretch my back a little bit. Oh, oh, it just popped. Oh, this one's not going to take me long. That's all right, Brad. We wouldn't expect anything less of you, my dear. Have a wonderful day at work. We'll see you later. Hey, Heather, how are you, honey? I'm doing good. Okay. All right. I'm doing real good. Been super busy at work. Looks like next week will be too. But it's not been too awful. Oy. So here we start the mesh portion. All right, Tracy. We'll see you later, honey. Yes, yes. It's the Red Heart Super Saver Stripes. And the colorway is called Camouflage. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. It's got blacks, browns, tans, several different variations of green. And it is called Camouflage. There we go. Yeah, this is the one that Minnie asked for. But I'm altering it a little bit from the one that I made before because it's warmer weather. So instead of being single crochets, it's double crochets, so there's more space in between for breathability. And then the body of the hat has this mesh pattern. Then it goes solid again for the brim. There we go. So, there we go. So this mesh pattern will be a few rows right in the middle of the hat. And then the last one I did was done in solid single crochets. So it's a really tight fabric, where this one's got a lot more space in there. See? Because this is double crochet. So it's got more breathability. All right, that was round 8. Okay, slip stitch into the space. Okay, and then 2 more. Okay, actually, let me finish reading this. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So the mesh is offset on each row. Probably gonna finish this row and then go for tonight because my back's starting to scream at me a little bit. So before it gets any worse, this skein was not wrapped very tightly. So the yarn keeps splitting. And there it is. I thought so. All right. 1, 2. All right. Back to 5. Okay, perfect. All right. I think we got a really good start on it. Would I've been live not even an hour and a half? I think we did a really good start. So, hey, Lori, how are you, honey? We're getting ready to head out. My back is starting to scream at me a little bit. But not bad for about an hour and a half. and still chatting a bit. I really like this pattern. I might make myself one of these ones. I like that. All right, folks, Crafty is live. If you'd like to continue the conversation, you can click on that link right there in the chat that Scooter so kindly provided us. If not, and you're headed to bed and you need them, night meds. Sleep tight, sweet dreams. If you're on the other side and you're just starting your day and you need them, day meds. And I hope you have a wonderful day. You did like? Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Make sure you make the time to find something beautiful to look at. It makes the day better. Sometimes that's the one thing that gets you through the day. Can't think of anything super important. Yep, nothing off the top of my head. So on that note, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And yes, Lori. Yes, I will catch you tomorrow. Oh yeah, I can't think of anything important. So kind of squirrel there for a minute. So remember to be kind. Kindness, smile, a little bit of love make this world a better place. Don't forget to be kind to yourself.